What if taking care of yourself actually helped you show up better for everyone else? I'm Janet Jacks, Coach Janet J, and this is your next best step. This podcast is about real doable shifts that help you breathe easier and move forward one step at a time. If you've been carrying the weight of too much for too long and waiting for things to calm down before you start caring for yourself, this is your sign. The time is now. Let's begin where you are. You were made for more than just surviving. Hey there. If a list of 12 New Year goals makes your brain want to check out completely, I have something different for you today. What if, instead of overwhelm, you tried this? One word and one walk. I am talking about literally walking out your new year with God. No fancy planner required. Let's dive in. So we've spent the last couple of episodes releasing the pressure around New Year's resolutions and anchoring ourselves in who we really are in Christ. Today we are going to pair that truth with something beautifully simple. One guiding word and one small movement practice. Here's what I love about it. It doesn't require a membership to a gym. It doesn't need special equipment, and you don't have to completely reorganize your life. You just need about 10 minutes and a pair of comfortable shoes. This is what I call prayer in motion. And there is actually some fascinating science behind why walking while you pray or reflect is so powerful. Let me share one of my favorite verses with you. It's from Micah 6:8. He has shown you, O mortal, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Walk humbly with your God. Not sit perfectly, not achieve flawlessly, not earn his presence, just walk with him. Here's the thing, that can be both literal and metaphorical. God meets us in very ordinary movement. On sidewalks and cul-de-sacs, in grocery store parking lots, and in the local coffee shop. Let me tell you about one of my clients. We'll call her Rhonda. She came into me in early January, a couple of years ago, totally burned out from trying to do all the things. She had made this huge list of resolutions, and by January 10th, she was already feeling defeated. So I asked her, what if you didn't focus on 12 goals? What if God gave you just one word for this season? What would it be? She sat with that question for a few days, and the word that kept coming up for her was steady. Here's where it got interesting. I suggested she pair that word with one weekly walk, just 10 minutes, every Sunday after church. She was already feeling grounded. It was a great place to start. At first, she thought it seemed too simple, but she tried it anyway. And what she discovered was that when she walked and prayed that one word, steady, things started shifting. She would repeat it with her breath. She'd ask God, where do I need to be more steady? What does steady even look like for me right now? And over those weeks, that word went from just being an idea to actually becoming a part of how she moved through her day. It wasn't just in her head anymore. It was in her body, in her actual steps, in the rhythm of her week. That is when it became real for her. So let's talk about why this works, because there is actual research backing this up. A 2013 study in the Psychology of Sport and Exercise looked at brief 10-minute walks. And they found that those walks improved people's feelings in the moment. And participants reported higher confidence and stronger intentions to keep walking when the plan was built around short, repeatable 10-minute walks rather than one longer session. In other words, a short walk did more than just make them feel better right then. It actually helped them believe they could keep going. And there's more. In 2019, a study in JAMA Psychiatry found that objectively measured physical activity, like regular walking, was associated with 26% lower odds of major depression per meaningful increase in activity. The study author, Carmel Choi, told Harvard Health that intentionally moving your body in a more gentle way throughout the day, like walking, stretching, or taking the stairs, can add up in good ways for your mood. Here's the part that fascinates me. EMDR, an evidence-based therapy for PTSD, uses bilateral stimulation like guided eye movements or tapping while someone processes a difficult memory. Now, researchers are still studying exactly why it works, but one leading idea is that the dual attention task helps reduce emotional intensity. Walking has that same natural left-right rhythm, and a lot of people, myself and my clients included, find that this kind of steady movement helps them feel more grounded when they pray or when they reflect. So, when you are walking and praying or reflecting on your word, you are giving your brain and body space to shift out of stress mode and into a calmer, more grounded state. Pretty amazing, right? And this is where it gets even better because this simple practice touches all four pillars of your health. Mentally, walking gives your brain a little white space. You are not staring at a screen or processing constant information. Your mind gets to wander, and that is actually when some of our best insights come. Emotionally, there is something about moving while you pray or process that helps emotions unstick. Things you've been holding on to start to loosen up when your body is in motion. Physically, you are getting gentle cardio, supporting circulation and lymph flow, and promoting better sleep, all without needing a gym membership or fancy workout gear. And spiritually, you are literally living out Micah 6:8. You are practicing presence with God. You are learning to walk humbly, one foot in front of the other, bringing your whole self, body and spirit, into conversation with Him. Okay, so here's your next best step. And I'm breaking this into two very simple parts. Step one, choose your one word. I want you to ask, Lord, what one word do you want to shape in me in this season? Now, you might get an answer right away, or you might need to sit with that question for a few days. Either way is fine. Some words that might resonate: steady, nourish, brave, gentle, rooted, hopeful, rest, trust. Don't just pick one because it sounds nice. Ask God what He has already been highlighting in your heart. What theme keeps showing up? What do you sense He is inviting you to do? Step two, choose your walk. Pick one consistent time slot each week. Maybe it is Sunday afternoon, maybe Wednesday at lunch, maybe after dinner one evening. The key is consistency. Same day, same general time if possible. During this walk, Here's what I want you to do. Repeat your word as a breath prayer. Inhale, Lord. Exhale your word. Or just breathe the word itself. Ask God, where do you want me to grow this in me? Notice what comes up. Don't force anything. Just pay attention to thoughts, feelings, memories, or insights that surface. That is it. 10 minutes, one word, one walk. You are not solving your whole life. You are just giving yourself a repeated moment to be with God and with your own body in motion. Listen, if all you do in January, honestly, all year, is say no to the massive goal list and yes to one word and one walk, that is a win. You are building a rhythm that is sustainable. You are creating space for God to speak. You are honoring your body and your spirit at the same time. And here's what I have seen happen. When we give God these small, consistent moments, He shows up. Not in some dramatic lightning bolt way necessarily, but in the quiet, steady way He tends to work. One step at a time. One word at a time. Walking humbly with your God. You can do this. And speaking of goals and new habits, on Friday, we're going to talk about something that parts of the wellness industry don't want you to know about. It's called Quitter's Day, and it is when most people start abandoning their New Year goals. But we are going to flip that script. I'll see you then. All right, you've got your next step. Small, doable, and real. If this inspired you, make sure to grab your free 5-minute daily reset at yournextbeststep.com. It's my gift to help you pause the chaos and reconnect with what matters most. Be sure to subscribe. And if someone came to mind while you listened, please share this with them. Remember, you are seen, you are known, and you matter. Be kind to yourself along the way. You are making real change, one step at a time.